Hey everybody, I'm Jordan with 9 to 5 Toys, and today we are taking a look at the RTX 4070 from NVIDIA. This is the PNY 4070. Now we've gone hands-on with the 4070 Ti already in a few different builds. We even did a shootout comparison between two different pre-builds and one that I built myself, actually this H9 tower over here. You can check out that video up here if you want to see that comparison, but today we have the much smaller and more affordable 4070. Priced at $599 or $600, it's $200 less than the 4070 Ti. So that's what we're going to be comparing it to in this video. Let's dive in and check it out. Thanks for watching 9 to 5 Toys. Be sure to like, subscribe, and enable notifications with the bell icon so you don't miss any upcoming videos. Now the first thing you notice getting the 4070 out of the box, if you've been using a 4070 Ti, is just the size difference of this. I mean, the 4070 Ti is just a massive card, at least the XLR8 or PNY version that we have here. But the 2-fan PNY over here is much smaller. The 4070 takes up 2 slots instead of the 3 of the Ti, and it measures in at 9 5/8 inches long by 4 1/4 inches wide and 1.5 inches tall. So thanks to that smaller design, it easily is gonna fit in a lot more cases. Although in this H9 build that's pretty spacious, it actually looks a little bit small, and I think that a bigger card like the 4070 Ti might look a little bit better in this big case. There's also no RGB on this 2-fan PNY card. There will be a couple other cards from PNY that will have RGB if that's something you really want to look for, one of which will be a 3-fan model. But that's okay with me because I had a little bit of trouble getting the RGB color to really work to be able to customize it with the 4070 Ti through the Velocity X software. So no problem there for me if there's no RGB built into it. And unlike the bigger and more power-hungry 4070 Ti, the 4070 just uses a single 8-pin power connector. So you don't have to worry about the massive 12-pin connector that you have on some of these bigger cards. Taking a look at some of the specs here, this is a 12GB card, GDDR6X, 192-bit. This is the dual-fan version, PCI Express 4.0. It has DisplayPort 1.4a and HDMI 2.1 outputs. It also has a TGP power output of 200 watts. And this is based on the AD104 GPU and is equipped with 5,888 CUDA cores. Also has 184 4th-generation Tensor cores for AI processing and DLSS, and 46 3rd-generation Ada RT cores for ray-traced graphics. And like other RTX 40 series cards, this is of course going to be supporting DLSS 3 and lots of other NVIDIA-specific hardware programs. So now let's dive in and talk about what that actually means for gaming performance, which is really what I compared these two cards for. First, let's start with Forza Horizon 5. Both the 4070 and the 4070 Ti can take advantage of NVIDIA super sampling for smoothing out the image rather than the more standard anti-aliasing modes. Visually, it looks nearly identical but gives a significant boost in FPS performance. Running at max graphics with super resolution turned on, I got 107 FPS on the 4070 and 124 FPS on the 4070 Ti, so a noticeable boost there on the Ti version. Playing Battlefield 2042, playing a full round of Rush XL, which is the best game mode in Battlefield 2042 in my opinion, I was getting an average of 124 FPS from the 4070 with DLSS set to quality. And on the 4070 Ti in the Rush XL playlist, I was getting 130 FPS. That's a bit lower than the 150-ish we were getting during the shootout comparison with the Shroud Main Gear PC video. Maybe it was the map or maybe the Rush XL gaming mode, but I was a little surprised that it was this low. Moving over to the Heaven benchmark, which is a great way to test GPUs, the 4070 got a score of 100.4 FPS, while the 4070 Ti reached 124.6 FPS, so once again, like Forza, nearly a 25% increase in performance there. And I also wanted to talk about streaming a little bit. I've been occasionally streaming using the H9 build and the 4070 Ti in here, and that's been great for both playing Battlefield at ultra graphics while also running Streamlabs and using NVIDIA Broadcast to knock out the background of my camera, and I really haven't had any issues with it, consistently getting well over 100 FPS when playing Battlefield 2042. And I did that with the 4070 as well to see what kind of performance hit that would take. With DLSS set to quality, I was getting an average of 113 FPS on Battlefield 2042 when streaming, on an unlisted video to YouTube. Changing DLSS to performance got me a few more frames with an average of 122 FPS. Both modes looked incredible at 1440p with all the graphics settings on max, while streaming at 1080 60 to YouTube through Streamlabs and also with my camera and knocking the background out with NVIDIA Broadcast. And another factor to look at here is power consumption with these cards. While running the Heaven benchmark, the 4070 was pulling an average of about 171.4 watts, while the 4070 Ti average was closer to 192 watts, but I did see a max of 203 watts. So of course, if you don't mind pulling a little bit more power, if you want the best performance and you have the budget for it, the 4070 Ti is the way to go. It's the better performer. But on the other hand, I'm still playing these, current games at maxed out graphics, getting over 100 FPS on the 4070 for $200 less than the 4070 Ti. So really when it comes down to it, it's how much performance do you want to pay for? And of course, it's a bummer to see that the 4070 is starting at $100 more than what the 3070 did. That was $500. The 4070 is $600. But of course, it seems like everything is getting more expensive right now. I know like everybody's saying that in every single video, but that is just the reality of the current world. Everything's getting a little bit more expensive. But also with all these new technologies that NVIDIA is building into these RTX cards with NVIDIA Broadcast, I didn't even dive into the AI image generation on here at all, which is another whole field that they're going to be putting these RTX 40 series cards into. There's a lot of really great features packaged into that price point, which to me helps justify that a little bit more. So for me personally and how I game, I'm doing 1440. I don't really intend on getting anywhere closer to 4K anytime soon. The 4070 is a great card for the kind of gaming that I'm going to be doing. The fact that it can handle, both playing Battlefield 2042 in some of the most, chaotic game modes, max graphics, getting over 100 FPS, and streaming at the same time, that can handle everything that I'm probably going to throw at it anytime soon. But that's going to do it for this video on the PNY NVIDIA RTX 4070. Let us know what you think about it down in the comments below. Is the price point here something that is appealing to you? Or do you find yourself, looking for something that's more powerful and leaning towards the 4070 Ti? Let us know what you think. And thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. This is Jordan with 9to5 Toys.